So good evening, good evening, good evening. We are back again. We are back again. All for Nothing, episode 7 and 8. Oh my dear God, what have I just watched? Thank God that fast has finally finished. I don't have to sit and watch it again. Big up to everybody in the chat. And yeah, I did schedule it for 12 hours later. I scheduled it for 1:45 tonight and then realized. So yeah, apologies for everyone who was a bit confused by that. But yes, I have started the ting. Now like the ting. Big up to everybody watching on playback as well. Make sure you are smashing the likes up. And I've written down some notes from this All for Nothing episode 7 and 8. And it's kind of embarrassing, some of the stuff I've come out with. I've noticed, woohoo! They wheeled out righty quite a lot in these 2 episodes. Of course they did. They had to get everyone back on side, didn't they? After 3 embarrassing defeats. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. Cheers, guys. Happy Thursday. Anyway, I've written my notes down. Let's go through my notes. Let's go through the notes and break down this this absolute joke of a program. Where are they? There we go. Right. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. So Thomas Partey giving the ball away, innocuously, just giving the ball away, and felt a groin strain, felt his groin go. Why didn't he fall over? Because AirPod Albert was up straight away saying he's finished, he's done, he's done. And why didn't they scream at him? Because the ball was still in play. Why didn't they scream at him? Get on the floor, sit down. Off of the back of that, Crystal Palace went and scored, by the way. So there's the first thing I learned. We got to be telling the players to go down if they're injured. But anyway, let's carry on. After the Crystal Palace defeat, our illustrious manager said, "Don't worry, guys, there's 9 more opportunities to go." 9 more opportunities. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Big up to this guy who's come to watch me today to call me a tosser. I would love to pronounce your name, mate. That would actually win a game of Scrabble, believe it or not. You're a tosser. Always something to say about the player. Do you think you could do better than the player? Go sign up for training. Give us a show if your skills and mental state performances. Number 1, mate, I'm not getting paid 100 grand a week to kick a football around. Number 2, it's called an opinion. If you don't like it, I'm sure there's hundreds of other channels out there that will feed you the bullshit and the rubbish that you like hearing, my friend. But there we go. Listen, stick to Scrabble, mate. Stick to Scrabble. Anyway, let's continue. Let's continue because we've triggered this guy whose name I'm not even going to attempt to butcher. Let's continue. Big up to all the ones that do not like how I speak about the club, yet come back every day. Big up to all of you lot. You're keeping me in a living. It's a nice one as well. Cheers, guys. Let's carry on. Edu walking around smiling in the management meeting the day after the Palace defeat. Everybody else is sat there, doom and gloom. Edu's walking around with a big smile on his face. Why? What does Vinay bring to the party? I genuinely don't understand why this guy is here. I don't get it. I don't understand what he actually does, apart from sit there with a stupid, 100%, mate, 100%, 100%, Charlie, all day long. You can spot them a mile away. Most of them can't spell. But what does Vinay bring to the party? I don't understand what this guy actually does. And apart from the odd pointless comment in that documentary, what does he do? Don't get it. The team talk. Are we clear, guys? Are we clear, guys? Somebody tell me if we're not clear. Can we have some input from you guys? They just all sit there like that. This is in the meeting after Palace, the day after or 2 days after the Palace game. So we're going to do this, and if anyone wants to say anything, please say so now. They're just all sat there like mutes and stiffs. What's the matter with these people? These players don't speak. And yeah, not one player spoke. One player that does speak quite a lot on camera, but not in the meetings as such, is Rob Holding. He is a cheerleader for Mikel Arteta. I'm going to come back to him in a minute. The light bulb moment. Mikel Arteta said the other day, oh, yes, the stuff that I do, the team talks, the meetings, it's all off the cuff. None's premeditated. It just happens. Oh, really? So at what point did you realize you had a light bulb in your pocket then, mate? You planned it. Why don't you stop lying? You're a compulsive liar, my friend. Stop lying. So basically, you're telling me that it's off the cuff, but I just happen to have a light bulb hanging around. And then I had another one plugged in. Yeah. Edison invented the light bulb. No, Edison plays for Man City, mate, the team that you're never going to end up managing because you ain't good enough. You're lucky you're at Arsenal. And when you finally do get sacked, you'll probably be managing Getafe B team. That's it. So, yeah, the light bulb moment. By the way, that light bulb moment and the team talk was before the Brighton game that we went and lost. Cheers. Embarrassment. Big up to Wassim as well. Love how this guy just finds something to moan about, just to try his very best to try and prove his agenda right. Mikel Arteta is doing a fine job of proving me right, mate, and has done for 3 years. But my agenda is to win the league title, mate, which you've probably never seen Arsenal win because you're probably about 16. So, yeah, big up to you, Wassim. Big up to everyone in the chat. Big up to Pear. Getting tired of the same old story, Lee. We will be proven right once again before Christmas. Facts, my friend. Facts. Big up to Emil. What's getting his pants wet over Patino? Mate, I put it on my Insta yesterday. Lee Gunner 82. Link down there. He might as well just adopt Charlie Patino at this point. Like, real talk. He might as well just adopt him, mate. The amount of prop he puts out for this boy is mad. But there we go. Lee is up early. I always get up early, to be honest. I'm normally up about 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning. And I've had a bit of breakfast. I'm feeling good. The sun is shining. I can see Gibraltar Guard today. He's sat on top of the rock that is crystal clear. It is crystal. That's really clear today. So, yeah, I can see him. He's waving the Norwegian flag at me, saying, I'm watching your channel. Dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. Let's carry on. Big up the Facebook gang. Big up everyone on Facebook. Big up to everybody. The agenda is to be the best. Exactly. Unfortunately, mate, that is lost on modern day teenage football fans that have never seen Arsenal win anything and grown up supporting Arsenal because of Arsene Wenger not winning anything in the last 10 years. But there we go. Anyway, let's carry on. So we've had the light bulb moment. Unbelievable, Jeff. Captain Odegaard, mute. Captain Xhaka, mute. This was at half-time and full-time in the Brighton games. Neither of them said anything. Not one word. Not a single bit of leadership from the two so-called leaders of the camp. They were just sat there. Team meeting after the Brighton. Again, not one person spoke when asked if they want to stand up and speak. Not one member of that squad. Again, he done it. He stood in front of him with a massive projector behind him. Yeah, and they all sat in them nice little cinema seats. And not one player got up and spoke. Why? At what point do you think, oh, well, actually, Granit Xhaka will get up. He's one of the leaders, isn't he? Martin Odegaard, he'll get up and he'll address the team and he'll say, listen, guys, we've got to do this. Or Mikel, I think maybe we should do that. Or I agree with the manager. Yeah, and this ain't good enough. I've got to look at myself. You've got to look at yourself. Blah, blah. No, none of that. It's just sitting alone. Yeah, okay. No worries. I'm getting paid on Friday anyway. Don't matter, does it? Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah, we're cool. We're done. See ya. That's about it. Righty talking about the pressure on Eddie Nketiah. Woohoo! It's hard for Eddie because he's now playing for Arsenal and he is tasked with firing Arsenal back into the Champions League, and that's big pressure. That's why he gets paid the money he gets paid, Mr. Wright. But what do I know? What do I know? I mean, it's not like he's walking around doing it for nothing, is it? Oh, no, he's not, is he? He's not. He's getting paid £100 a week, mate. Yeah, Jesus Christ. What's the matter with this guy? Xhaka talking about having and being in a strong mindset. Strong mentality, really, when he was done a one-on-one Yes, you have to have a strong mentality to be a professional footballer. Really? Well, what went wrong with you then, mate? Yeah. Saka. Yeah, this was really nice, actually. Big up to Bukayo Saka. Big up to that guy. That guy is really, really genuinely a nice geezer. Saka and Teddy. Anyone who hasn't watched it, Teddy's a little boy that wrote him a letter after the Euros when he was getting all the abuse and gave Saka his pocket money. Like, this kid's like knee-high to a grasshopper. So Saka and the club, they got him in, the boy, and Saka had a little one-on-one with him, took him onto the pitch, etc., etc. But yeah, that was really nice. Really nice touch from Bukayo Saka, man. And then the whole series has shown him to be a really nice guy. So big up to him. Let's carry on with some of these comments. Big up to everyone in this chat. Bullying is a subtle art. 100-watt light bulb gang. Gang. Come on. Sit down. Nobody talk. I'm very well for everybody asking me in the chat. Come on. Big up to all of you lot, man. Fire these likes up, people. Is Lee a Spurs fan? Mate, I was supporting Arsenal in 1989, mate. Yeah. Again, before you were born. My first game was 1990. Graham Rix's testimonial. I bet you don't know the score in that game, do you, mate? But apparently, I'm a Spurs fan. Come on, spitting facts as always. Big up Tom, man. My guy. Come on. People don't like the truth, mate. Especially when their ears and their heads and their brains have been filled with nothing but propaganda for an average manager with a set of pretty average players, most of them. We have got some good players. But mainly average players. And when the whole narrative is, it don't matter if you don't get top 4, we're ahead of schedule, then obviously it's going to lower the standards. Riz James came out and said the aim of Chelsea is to win and be competitive in every competition. Well, yeah, no. In Arsenal, it's to get 5th. Exactly. And that's the mentality of them two clubs. Yeah, one wants to win, one doesn't. One's quite happy just collecting their wages every week, mate. Wheatley got a job as head of media. Yeah, Nottingham Forest. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Couldn't have happened to a nicer fella, mate. The guy is a curse and a big problem within the Arsenal community. 1 down, about 5 more to go. What's his next? Hopefully. Anyway, Grime Grand's beg of a grandson, constantly jumping around. Mate, he's living off the back of his nan. Let's be real. Desperate, absolute beg, that geezer, man. Beg. Desperate to get his mug on TV constantly. So well done to him because it worked. He got in the documentary. Let's move on. Let's carry on. We haven't seen Josh since episode 1. We'll come back to that in a minute. Not seen Josh Kroenke since episode 1. Arteta, new deal. Vinay said it sends a powerful message giving you the deal before the season ends. Yes, it also lowers the standards, mate, because that clearly showed there was no target whatsoever last season. But we knew that because nobody came out and said there was a target. And when pressed on it, it was, we just want to see the team play together. Well, we did that for the whole season and finished 4th loser. But there we go. Here's what it is. Let's carry on. Cedric. Cedric speaking. Yes. Cedric in the dressing room. When Mikel Arteta was going around the dressing room and asked a question to the squad, where were our captains? It was Cedric that actually spoke. Why? Where are our captains? These two great leaders within the dressing room, the leaders of men. Mutes again. But anyway, what do I know? Let's carry on. Mikel Arteta saying you have to win every game at this football club. How negative of Mikel Arteta to come. I mean, all these top gooners in my chat running their mouth. Is that negative of the manager to say you have to win every game? Is that negative? Is that negative? Lee definitely has plans. He's on time. I actually do have plans. That's why I'm doing it early. So yes, is it negative of our manager to come out and say that we should win every game. Is that negative? I don't really get it. Because when I say we should be winning every game and we should be competing to be the best, oh, you're negative. You're negative. Yeah, that's because you losers have never seen us be any good. Ain't my fault if you ain't seen us be any good. Luckily, touch wood, I've seen us win 17 trophies. How many people in the chat can say that want to run their mouth to me? I don't know. Lacazette chopping down a kid in training and then grabbing up Cedric. Like that. Grabbing him up. Why was he chopping the kid down? The kid took a shot, the ball's gone out to Laka, and then the boy won the ball back. I don't even know the kid's name. I can't remember his name. And he won the ball back. Laka then just chopped him straight down. Cedric said something, and then Laka's grabbed him up. What's that all about? Trust the process. What is that all about? I genuinely don't understand. Was that just wound up with training? Was that I don't want to be here anymore? Was that this kid's just mugged me off in front of me pals? I don't know. What's that all about? Bit weird. Anyway, Rob Holding is a loser, by the way. Loser. Cheers. He is a loser. And I'll tell you why. This is one of the reasons, because I'm coming back to him again in a minute, I think. If my role is to come on at the end of a game and tighten us up for the season, then so be it. No disrespect. No disrespect. But surely you'd want to play every week. Surely you should be saying, no, I want to force my way into the team. I'm desperate to get into the team. I've been here 6 seasons now. I want to be a first-team starter every week. But no, if my role in the team is to come on for a few minutes at the end of games and tighten us up, then so be it. Get out of the club, man. You're a loser. Get out. Go and play for Bolton again. That's your level. Get out, man. Get out. I want to come back to this comment. This comment had me. That's why I was laughing. Where is it? This comment's funny. That comment. Big up to Hashno, man. That comment is funny, bro. That comment is funny. Yeah, a powerful message that we have no standards. Exactly, which is why we offered him up a contract and gave it to him before the season ended. Shambolic. Anyway, smash the likes up, people. Smash them up. We've got loads more to get through, by the way, because I took loads of notes on this. West Ham, he flips and screams in Nuno Tavares' face about Champions League football. Don't you want to play Champions League football? Don't you want to play Champions League football? He's screaming in his face. And I was like, wow, why are you picking on him? Like, no wonder the geezer looked depressed the whole time he was at Arsenal, sitting there like, oh, yeah, one day you're up here, the next day you're down here. Yeah, he didn't want to be there, mate. That's why. He got there and thought, Arsenal, I'll have some of that. He got there and realised he's a knob. Yeah, screaming in his face, don't you want Champions League football? Kind of ironic that he now has Champions League football and you don't, Mikel. You couldn't make it up. To be fair to Arteta, at full time, he did say, I was screaming in your face and blah, 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 blah. And Tavares was sitting there like, yeah. And then he grabbed him and brought him up and like fake laughs and all that. So, yeah, but I don't understand why he singled out him over all the other players. But there we go. Anyway, let's carry on. Let's carry on. Some of the stuff I've witnessed in this thing is mad. That embarrassing song that is now played at the end of every game at the Emirates, North London Forever. What a crock of crap that song is. And if you actually go and listen to the words, it's talking about how it's like drug houses and prostitutes and stuff like that. And this is classy Arsenal playing this at the end of every home game. Well done. Well done. Bin that song immediately with half of the squad, most of the hierarchy, and the manager. But anyway, Spurs team talk, another load of absolute rubbish. We need to go out there. We need to fight. We need to press. Harry Kane, this, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, battered. Absolutely battered. All of his team talks are just motivational speeches, like, which I get that you have to do. You do have to get the players motivated. But for a North London derby, when if you win the game, you qualify for Champions League, which, let's be real, is the holy grail for this dead and buried, once great football club, they shouldn't need a team talk. They shouldn't need to be fists and throwing it around and foaming at the mouth, and you need to be up for this. What's that all about? Everyone keeps telling me that Tottenham are our rivals, so why do they need buzzing up for that? Why do they need buzzing up? If you win the game, you're in the Champions League, mate. What do you need to say? Well, he wanted to chat absolute crap as he normally does. At halftime, where is it? There we go. He wrote the game off, saying we have 2 games left. Let's go out there and just get through the game. We're 2-0 down to Tottenham, and you're writing the game off because we've got 10 men. Are you mad? You're writing a game off 2-0 down to 10 men. How many times? I watched the Liverpool Palace game the other day. Yes, Liverpool are a level above Arsenal, and Palace are miles below Liverpool, right? Arsenal and Tottenham are there or thereabouts, pretty bang average, the pair of them at times. But you don't go and write a game off at half time because you're 2-0 down with 10 men. You formulate a game plan to go out there, make yourself more solid, and get back in the game. What was that all about? And then our fans, by the way, walking out on 46 minutes, but then want to tell me, back the team, back the team. Well, why do you all walk out on 46 minutes and leave your team? And I know there's a lot of these top gooners that are in group chats and all of this crap that walks out 100%. 100%. And then they say, I'm negative. Why don't you stand back your team, mate? Why don't you stand back them? Why don't you stay and show support to the lads? Yeah? Back the team, back the manager, back the club. But you all walked out in 46 minutes. Well done. Well done. Cheers, guys. Bet the club loved that, didn't they? I bet the players were so happy that you all walked out and left them and deserted them away to Tottenham. The team that you, let's beat them. They're our rivals. What a load of shit. Anyway, let's carry on. Because now we move to Newcastle. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. Newcastle. Team talk. I see energy, he said. I see energy in all of your faces. All of you now transmit, because that's a big word he uses all the time. Now transmit that energy out there on the pitch. Let's do this. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. And yeah, Xhaka screaming at half time. Wake up. We're playing like a second division team. Well, let me tell you something, mate. Reality check. You are a second division player, mate. Yeah, you are crap. He is one of the worst footballers I've ever seen. Yeah, at this football club. One of the worst. But anyway, let's carry on. Arteta's meltdown after Newcastle. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. Arteta's meltdown after Newcastle. I don't want to speak to you now. Blah, 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 blah. He's going off, and then he's screaming and shouting, this is shit, this is fucking shit. Blah, blah. What a crock of crap. A little bit too late for that, mate, isn't it? Instead of pussyfooting around them and wrapping them all up in cotton wool all season because you wanted to try and keep everyone on side, why don't you start throwing a few Fs and a few C you next Tuesdays and a few others at them at the beginning of the season? Yeah, when they lost the first 3, instead of drawing stupid little brains and hearts on a board, yeah, and saying, this is the brain, this is the heart. Nobody cares. Why don't you start throwing into them and getting into them at the beginning of the season? I'll tell you why. Because you ain't got it, mate. You don't know what you're doing. You were winging it all season. And that's it. He's winging it all season. He ain't good enough to lead Arsenal back to glory. And if people think Champions League football is the glory, then you're part of the problem. Yeah? Go for a title. Compete for a title. Compete all the way for a title. Yes, only one team can win the league. And yes, Man City are fantastic. We've spent a lot of money to go and be the best. So now go and be the best. Stop waffling. Stop chatting rubbish. Stop sitting there having a meltdown because we lost to Newcastle. You should have been doing that when we lost to Palace, Southampton, Brighton, Brentford at the beginning of the season, Chelsea, Man City when we rolled over and died. Yeah? Instead of sitting there going, oh, don't worry. What I'll do is I'll put a picture of Wolves on the background. And then what I'll do is I'll get a light bulb out against Brighton. What is this guy on, mate? Yeah, absolute weirdo. Anyway, let's carry on. Let's carry on. So, Xhaka, another close-up with Xhaka. Yeah, because they've been really pushing the Xhaka prop on this documentary. Because they've been desperate to get everyone to fall in love with Xhaka as a person. So then they can drop he's now vice-captain. I know what they're doing. People can't see that that's what they've been doing in this documentary. Boy, I don't know what to say. Big up to Erkan as well. It's Orky Spurs fan from the chat with Terry. Oh, yes, big up to you, my bro. Big up to you. Saw episode 7 and 8. Doc highlights the lack of characters in the squad. Fact. Arteta is a joke. Started the season well, but once Europa League and 3 games a week starts, then what? Exactly. Lack of leadership is exactly what you've just said, mate. Yeah, spot on. Not one of them gets up and speaks when he asked, does anyone want to speak? They just all sit there like mutes, mate. It makes no sense to me. Now, when you see other teams, like I said this the other day, John Terry and Frank Lampard used to call the manager out all the time. Look at what they've won. Oh, yeah, but they were pumping billions into the club. Who cares? It's not illegal to spend money. And we've got loads of it, by the way. Yeah, let's not pretend we're skint, because we ain't. And I think we've been proving that in the last 3 years. Now, how can we spend more money now than ever before when we've gone through 2 years and no fans at ground? How? Because we already had it. Yeah, but Wenger conned everyone into thinking we didn't. Wenger conned everyone into thinking 4th is a trophy. Wenger conned everyone into thinking that, oh, we're doing it the Arsenal way. The Arsenal way is to finish 4th. That's it. It's sad, isn't it? It's sad. Big up for the super chat, my friend. Appreciate it, man. Thank you very much. Big up to everyone watching. Smash the likes up, people. It's mad, isn't it? Granit Xhaka talks too much. But anyway, the other close-up with Granit Xhaka was this. Xhaka, when you are so close to achieving something big and don't achieve it, it does really hurt. Get this loser out of the club now. What are we achieving really big if we had finished 4th then? What was really big about finishing 4th? It's 3rd loser, mate. It's mad. It's actually mad. But anyway, it doesn't stop there. Aaron Ramsdale then comes out. A season of progress. What is he on about? A season of progress. Mate, we finished 4th loser. What are you talking about? And don't get hoodwinked and duped into thinking because we finished 8th twice that it's progress. We shouldn't have finished 8th in the first place. We're Arsenal Football Club here. It's mad. It's actually mad. This mentality at this football club is finished. It's done. Why are you saying bin the lot of them when we started the season so well? Well done. I expect to beat Leicester and Palace. What's your point? What's it going to count for at the end of the season if we don't win the title, mate? Oh, yeah, nothing. Like, the aim of elite sport is to win the trophies, mate. Yeah, if they don't win one this season, it's meant nothing. And they ain't going to win the Premier League, are they? So them 2 wins that we've had, well done. Give them all the pat on the back. Well done. You've actually done what? Got 6 points out of 6. Well done. Are you going to win the league? No. Well, it's irrelevant then, isn't it? Like, seriously, people need to wake up and understand what the aim of football is about. Yeah, it's not about finishing 2nd, 3rd or 4th. It's about finishing 1st. But, oh, only one team can win the league. Yeah. So now try and actually compete with that one team then. Try and compete with that one team, innit? Instead of just going, well, if we can get 4th, it's a really big achievement. And you got Xhaka saying it. You got Ramsdale saying a season of progress. Well, I suppose for him it is, because he's normally relegated, isn't he? Do you know what I mean? Vinay then comes out. It's been a successful season after finishing 8th twice. His words. I'm not making that up. They are his words. It has been a successful season after finishing 8th twice. What is he talking about? He shouldn't finish 8th in the first place. This football club's a joke, man. It really is. Ian Wright. Oh, no, we'll come back to him in a minute. Josh is back. Of course he is. Of course he is. We see him at the first. And we see him right at the death. That makes it look like he's been there the whole time. What a load of rubbish. Yeah, absolute rubbish. It is mad. Scenes when we actually challenge this season. Bro, if you think we're going to challenge, right, with Mikel Arteta as manager, good luck. Really good luck. Let's say we go and win the first 5 games. Well, we should do on paper, but the game ain't played on paper. We should actually technically beat Man United as well. We could potentially win the first 7 games. We're not going to compete for the title, mate. Yeah, let's just have that right. We are not going to compete for the title. This manager and that squad with this manager is not good enough. Take out Gabriel Jesus. We've got Eddie up front. Okay, good luck. Thomas Partey will get injured. We know that. He does every year. Then what? Oh, it's okay. We got El Neni. Really? Yeah, we got El Neni. Woohoo. Fantastic. Saka gets injured. Then what? Then what? Actually deep it, mate. Have a look at the squad. Yeah, we've still got Rob Holding here. Anyway, Ian Wright. Success this season was finishing 5th and getting that progress. His words. Success this season was finishing 5th and getting that progress. So you've got Xhaka saying when you were close to achieving something big, well, finishing 4th ain't achieving nothing, mate. Then you've got Ramsdale saying it's a season of progress. Then you've got Vinay. It's been a successful season after 2 8th place finishes. Ian Wright, success this season. You see where I'm going with this? Everything success, 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 success. What success? We didn't win anything. We won nothing. How is that success? Stop glorifying success as not winning something. It's not. The aim of football is to win trophies. That's it. That's it. The aim of being an Olympic sprinter is to win the gold medal, mate. The aim of a professional boxer is to win the belt. The aim of an elite golfer is to win the cup. The aim of an elite tennis player is to win the cup. What is the matter with these people? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. But what do I know? I'm in the minority that actually wants to win. The rest of them don't bother. They're like, oh, it don't matter. We finished 5th. It's progress. What a crock of crap. I'll take a thanking the players for finishing 5th. Now go and enjoy your summers, guys. Well done. I'm so proud of you. It's been a fantastic year. And yes, enjoy the summers with your families. You all deserve it. Every single one of you. You give me life. Turn it in. I would have said you've all failed. You finished 5th. And yeah, all smiles on the players' faces, doing a lap of honour, finishing 5th. Unbelievable, really, isn't it? Unbelievable. But don't worry, if we finish 4th this season, oh, it's success. We're back in the Champions League. Goosebumps. Oh, we're back at the carpet under the lights. Champions League music. Embarrassing. Yeah, embarrassing. This football club has been on a downward spiral for a very, very long time. And unfortunately, when you have the likes of Ian Wright saying it's a successful season finishing 5th, when you have our CEO saying it is a successful season after 2 8th place finishes, when you have our goalkeeper saying it's a successful season finishing 5th, well, to him it is. Like I said, he's been relegated 3 times. When you have Granit Xhaka, we were so close to doing something big, to move up to 3rd loser instead of 4th loser. When you've got that all being peddled out there, then when you add in the journalists that solely only write on Arsenal Football Club, they're no good. They're never, ever, ever going to upset the club. And then they want their clicks, so they've got to keep the fans happy. We're doomed, didn't we? We are doomed if we think that 4th or 5th is an achievement. And that, unfortunately, is the mindset of the football club. Ain't good enough. Ain't good enough. What if we challenge? Then what? Well, challenge then. It's all well and good saying, what if, what if, what if? No, challenge. I've seen, and I just want to touch on Man United very quickly as well. Right? Seen a lot. Don't you think it's funny how soon as Arsenal were going through a bad time, all of a sudden Daniel Ek popped up out of nowhere? Don't you think as soon as Man United are going through a bad time, all of a sudden the richest man in England pops up again for about the 4th time? Kind of ironic, that, isn't it? It's almost like the club have said, Joe, why don't you pop up, mate? Why don't you come back out into the media? Yeah. Now, every single Man United fan pretty much out there is going, oh, he's going to buy the club. No, he ain't. He ain't buying Man United. The Glazers ain't selling it. All the talk is, oh, the Glazers, oh, yeah, they're thinking of selling it. No, they ain't. That's just to shut everyone up. Just to shut everyone up. The same as, oh, Ek, he wants to buy the club with it, and he's getting a consortium together, and he's getting Thierry Henry and Bergkamp, because now it gets the fans, oh, yes, we can potentially get the owners. The owners ain't going, mate. There any Man United fans who think the Glazers are going to sell that football club? No, ain't happening. Wake up. Yeah, it is, again, all propaganda from one of the biggest football clubs on the planet. And it's all to take the heat off of what is happening right now. And it's only Arsenal and Man United that do this. Why is that? Because both of them clubs are finished, absolutely finished at the highest level. Yeah, they might get a few second place finishes. Yeah, they might get a Champions League football one season. Yeah, whoopie-doo, they might win an odd FA Cup here and there. Both of them are finished in title campaigns. Both of them football clubs. So what do they have to do? They have to hoodwink and dupe their fan base, because both of their fan bases, Arsenal and Man United, are 2 of the easiest pleased fan bases in world sport. It's no coincidence that both of them have the 2 longest serving managers as well, by the way, of which one of them, Sir Alex Ferguson, is getting paid £3 million a year to be basically a mute. Because if Fergie came out and said, this club's a disgrace, and he should be saying that, by the way, he's in his 80s, he don't need money. Yeah, he should be saying, do you know what? I don't really need to be an ambassador or non-executive director or whatever he is at United. I don't need the money, but I love this football club, and I had this football club right up here, and I had us winning everything. Yeah, he should come out and say something. Yeah, real talk. But he won't, because he's getting paid. Money talks, bullshit walks. And that is all Man United and Arsenal have been about for the last 10 years or more. Mad, really, isn't it? Two of the best teams in the world at one point, two of the biggest clubs on the planet still to this day, and both of them are completely finished at the top table. Mad, actually mad. How can you compete when you have no world-class players? How many of the players would get into Man City, Liverpool and Chelsea's team? Fans are deluded. Big up to Jatin Patel for the super chat. Appreciate it, bro. Well, this is the thing. If you hire a world-class manager, you can attract world-class players. How many of our players are world-class? None of them. None of them. People are saying Jesus is world-class. Based on what? Well, because he scored a couple of goals and looked fantastic the other day and looked fantastic in the Palace game. Is he world-class? No. He's a good player. He ain't world-class. We ain't got a world-class player. Yeah, the only way you can compete is if you go and attract a top manager. The only way you attract a top manager is by telling them they're going to get what they want and then go and deliver what they want. Antonio Conte is a world-class manager. Yeah, people say, yeah, but look at their transfer window. He didn't need starters necessarily. He needed bench players because their bench was shocking last season. But I'll tell you something, their bench is a lot better this season. Is ours? Is our bench better? Like, a lot better. Oh, but we got Vieira. Did anyone watch Vieira last night? One outside of the boot pass and everyone's got their pants around their ankles. You got some journalist called Leafy or whatever his name is saying, oh, Arsenal fans are in for a treat. Well, I actually watched the game and he was poor. Kept giving the ball away, didn't look up to it, but that's understandable because he's not played football for a long time. But for a journalist to come out and say Arsenal fans are in for a treat based on that performance, yeah, it's a disgrace how this happens, man. Really, really is. The only way you attract world-class players is by attracting a world-class manager, because then they want to come and play for that manager. What world-class player wants to come and play for Mikel Arteta? Especially after watching that documentary, by the way. Mad. Actually mad. But there we go. What do I know? Let's carry on. Let's carry on with some of these comments. Big up to you. Gunnosaurus is world-class. Bring him back. Big up to Alex Bruce in the chat. You're not related to Steve Bruce, are you? I think he's got a son called Alex Bruce. I gave up my silver membership 5-6 years ago after debating whether I'd regret it. Honest truth is we're still nowhere near finishing top 4. Thank you. Thank you, mate. Appreciate it. And it's true. If you look at the teams that are above us from last season, the 4 that are above us, Man City and Liverpool are light years clear of us. Why? Because they've got proper managers. Liverpool, we have outspent that football club for 4 years in a row. How can they compete with Man City, but we can't? Why? Because they've got a world-class manager that can attract top players. What have we got? We've got a puppet, yeah, that used to put out cones for Pep, screaming and shouting with a light bulb in his hand like a nutter. That's what we've got. Who wants to play for that? Nuno Tavares got out there as quick as he could, by the way. Yeah, now he's playing Champions League football. Don't you want to play Champions League football? That's what he was screaming at him. Anyone who's joined late, go and watch it. Arteta was screaming to him, don't you want to play Champions League football? Well, ironically, he is, mate, and you're not in it. Yeah, mad. Big up to Big Josh. Big up to you, my guy. Go and subscribe to Big Josh. Lee Gunner should be Arsenal manager. Well, I've got a bit more passion about myself, mate, and I'll tell them all they're a bunch of losers for having the mindset of finishing 5th and it's success. What success? 400 million quid to finish 5th. If he don't get top 4 this season, yeah, well, he's going to do over 400 million by the end of this window because we will buy someone else. And he's on 375 at the minute, I think, or 373 that he spent. We ain't getting top 4. And top 4 is third loser unless you win the title. First, second, or third loser. I'm not interested in finishing 4th unless we are in a title race until the last day or 2 of the season. And then there's 4-horse race and we finish 4th out of the 4 because we dropped a point at the Etihad or saying in the final game. Like, compete. It's mad. How much more money has this guy got to do? How many more players has he got to get in and out before we can actually say, yeah, now we can challenge? How many more years? It's actually mad. It's actually mad. As a Spurs fan, I ain't that impressed with our win the 5 out of 10, says Daryl. Well, listen, you've got players on the bench like Basuma and like Richarlison. Richarlison, well, no, I don't particularly rate him that highly. when he fancies it, which is maybe 3 times a year, he does change the game. And to be fair, when he came on against Chelsea, he did change the game. Even though he didn't score, he did change that game a little bit. So did Basuma. Them 2 players get on our bench comfortably. Basuma gets in the team as soon as Thomas Partey's injured, which he will be. It's mad. Big up KY. We need 4 players: midfielder, winger, right back, striker. Totally agree. 100%. I actually think we need 5, mate, because I think we need a destroyer in midfield and an attacker midfield. What did you make of what Eddie and Ketia said to Sammy? Yes, I should have wrote that down. Sammy wasn't too happy. He goes, why are you not so happy? He goes, oh, because I'm not playing. Eddie goes, yeah, but you're not the only one not playing an effing game. I thought it was a bit of banter, to be fair. 400 million quid spent and no improvement, as I don't think we'll make the Champions League. Maybe a cup, but not holding my breath. The thing is, unfortunately, mate, most people think, Stephen, that 5th is an improvement. Like, it makes no sense to me. Like, it makes no sense. It's not an achievement to finish 5th. Yeah, and if anybody thinks it is, you're part of the problem. This football club will never compete for a title with that mindset. When you've got fans making up a chant about we're on our way to Champions League after the Aston Villa game, how embarrassing that you then end up in the Europa League. Don't this fan base ever learn? Like, for years and years and years. Like, and now I want to talk about Aubameyang real quick as well. The amount of people that are going to have egg on their face when he signs for Chelsea, which he will, because they're going to pay the money. And big up to Barcelona, by the way. But I've seen a lot of people today under Fabrizio's tweet saying, yeah, but we were justified in selling him because, look, Barca want to get rid of him after 6 months, 7 months. No, they don't. They don't want to get rid of him. But they need the money. And he's now an asset because they got him for free and he's worth 30 million euros now, apparently. And Chelsea will pay it. And I'll tell you something now, he will outscore all of our strikers this season. If he plays for Chelsea for a whole season without any mad injury, he will be their top goal scorer and he will outscore our goal scorers. I don't even think that's debatable. Yeah, and people go, oh, but it's a lot of money. Who cares? Since when is it your money? It's Chelsea's money. It's their owner's money. It's the club's money. Like, I don't understand this notion of, oh, it's a lot of money. Who gives a shit? Like, genuinely, when I see people, and I see all these people putting out the other day, oh, Martinelli and Marquinhos, and it cost a grand total of 11 million or something. Yeah, cool. Why don't you put out Pepe, who was sat in the picture? Because Pepe was in the picture and everyone's edited Pepe out of the picture. Oh, because that don't fit the narrative then, because he was 72 mil, innit? Why do people care so much? I don't get it. Why do people care so much about the money spent? It ain't your money. It's not illegal to spend money. Makes no sense to me. Makes no sense. Barcelona finessed Arsenal. Exactly. And I'll tell you what, they've actually had a touch out of that because they got him for nothing. I think we paid his wages till the end of the season. So they didn't have to pay him, I don't think. I think he's on about 190 grand a week and he was on 350 at Arsenal, right? And they ended up getting Champions League football off of the back of his goals. Plus, off of the back of them goals, getting Champions League football, they've now managed to do sponsorship deals left, right and centre for their TV rights. He's probably made them the best part of about 150 million quid. Yeah, and now they're going to get 30 million euros for him as well. So there's another 26 mil, 25 mil, 30 mil, whatever it may be in the conversion rate. He's probably just got them the best part of touching 200 million quid by firing them into the Champions League to get their TV rights. Yes, they didn't win the title. Yes, they failed. They didn't win nothing. But for a football club that is in the gutter financially, he's just done them a right turn, isn't he? And now he's going to go to Chelsea. He's probably still got his gaff in London. He's already played with Tuchel before. Yeah, and he's in a team that are better than us anyway. He'll score goals for fun for Chelsea. Yes, he'll miss sitters, but everyone misses sitters. I've seen Henry miss sitters. Champions League final springs to mind, by the way. So when people want to sit there and say, oh, he's going to flop, he's not that great. No, you're desperate for him to flop because now you're sitting there thinking he's going to expose Mikel Arteta, mate. That's what you're sitting there thinking. You're thinking, oh, dear, I'm banging trouble now because I said that he was crap and Arteta was right. Arteta may have been right to get rid of him. If Arteta's going to be here for the next 4 years, which it looks like he is, he doesn't look like he's going anywhere, then yeah, he was right to get rid of Aubameyang. The fact and reality is we never replaced him. And we had to go through the rest of that season without replacing him. Why? We just saved 350 grand. Oh, no, we didn't because we had to pay him, didn't we? Like, it's a joke. It is actually a joke. Do you think Saka should be dropped? Not really, no. Why? Why? I don't. Why would you say that? I don't know. I like Pepe, man. But if I was Pepe, I'd just hand a transfer request in, mate. I can't lie. I'll just hand a transfer request in. Why do you care about money spent? I don't. I couldn't care less. But if we're going to outspend, Liverpool and can't compete with Liverpool, then there's an issue, isn't there? There's an issue. Why does anybody care? Like how much money a player is costing? Like just go and get the player. Like if it costs 50 million quid to get Aubameyang and Chelsea feel 50 million quid is good investment, then they're going to spend the money, aren't they? Yeah, Chelsea are a better football team than us. They're a better run football club than us. Yeah, they have a better mentality as a fan base than us. I sit there saying what I'm saying about Arsenal. As soon as it all starts going wrong at Chelsea, their fans come out in their thousands, hundreds of thousands, saying exactly what I'm saying about Arsenal, about Chelsea. And guess what? Bang, they go and change it. Now they get Thomas Tuchel in. Bang, trophy. Yeah? Bang, another trophy. Yeah, but apparently Rome weren't built in a day. Well, it always is at Chelsea, isn't it? It always is at Chelsea. How's life in sunny Spain? Beautiful, man. 32 degrees at the moment. 12:30 in the afternoon. And yeah, thank you, man. Hope you're well. Hope you're well, buddy. Saka's been quiet at the start of the season. He has been quiet at the start of the season. So's Odegaard. I see Sky Sports put up another pointless graphic about how Odegaard is first for Arsenal on created chances. He's third in the league on created chances. Progressions forward. What is all this crap? How many goals you scored? Oh, none. How many assists you got? None. How many big chances you created? None. Why don't you put that graphic up, mate? Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Mate, you talk so much sense. Even Spurs during Poch era were better compared to many previous seasons. It was not success, as we didn't win anything. Exactly. See, a Tottenham fan knows what winning what a club should be doing, but hasn't seen it. Even getting Champions League final, hoping now with Conte we might. Well, you've got a better chance of winning something with him as your manager than you ever had with Poch, mate. Yeah, Poch was a serial loser. Yeah, a serial loser. Didn't win nothing until he went to PSG. Yeah, I could be the manager of PSG and win him a cup. That ain't difficult, is it? Like, it really ain't difficult. So yeah, man, big up for the love as always, bro. Appreciate it. Vieira is more direct and might start against Bournemouth. I don't think he will. He might be on the bench. But I don't know. We'll see. Saka is burnt out. Maybe. We need to get somebody in that position. We definitely need to get somebody in that position. Look at this guy. Bro, I'm an extremely experienced live streamer, mate. If you think you can catch me out with that, you're mad. Try harder. 1 out of 10 for effort. My fan base is trying to cover up for the fact we messed up again on hiring a penny-pinching coach who thought these tactics worked here because it works against go-ahead Eagles. It's mad, isn't it? Man United are finished, mate. They're more finished because they're a bigger football club than us. Big up to everyone watching on Facebook. Big up Dan. He says, big up yourself. Keep on the grind. You're going to start more League Gunner again. Love from New Zealand. I just can't be asked to edit videos, mate, if I'm honest. Just can't be bothered. So I don't really know what I'm going to do with that channel, if I'm honest. It's got about 6,500 subs on it. If you haven't subscribed to that channel, do go and subscribe to it. I will have content on it some point between now and Christmas. I just don't know what I want to do with it, if I'm honest. I was thinking FIFA, but then I can't be asked to play FIFA. I was then thinking maybe change it to a watch-along channel for other teams, but I don't really know, mate, if I'm honest. Thoughts on Hudson-Odoi? Average, not good enough. Matisse will be crying. The 1v1 demon, but obviously he's linked to Arsenal, so now it's pants down. He's the greatest left winger in living history, and blah blah blah. He ain't great at all. He's not good, and they should have took the 50 mil from Bayern Munich. But there we go. Big up Henry Wright TV. Make sure you subscribe to Henry. Thanks for the love, my bro. Hope you're well. You're out in next month as well, so we'll have a link up, man. The father-in-law invited me to the house for a barbecue, bro. He texted me a couple of weeks ago, so big up to him. Watch along for other teams is good. Yeah, I might do it as a watch along channel because I do watch the other games. So they're not making FIFA games after this season. Why? Is that true? Really? About time. The game's finished anyway. It's been shit for years. I don't get why Arsenal fans rate bench reserve Odegaard at Real Madrid. The guy looks like he's the weakest captain in the top 6. They like him because he's got a cute smile, mate, with his nice veneers and his blonde hair, and he does little pretty passes. He's bang average. Bang average. It's going to be a different name. It's going to be called eFootball. Oh, dear, oh, dear. What is going on here? What is that all about? It's mad, isn't it? But there we go. Listen, I'm going to wrap this up. I see this on the internet yesterday. Bench 1, drop 1, start 1. What's that all about? Out of the 3, Diaz. Bench 1, start 1, sell 1 or something it was. Out of the 3, I'm selling Diaz. The start 1, Saka for now. But I think by the end of the season, we'll see that Kulusevski's the better footballer overall. He has better attributes, but Saka's more direct. And based on the last 2 seasons, Kulusevski's not really done a great deal. Saka's been player of the season twice. So this season, come back and ask me that this time next season. And if Saka's still doing what he's been doing the last 2 seasons, then it's still Saka again, mate. But I do like Kulusevski. I think he's a very good player. Diaz is amazing. His goal the other night was sick. I can't lie. His goal the other day was sick. Shit defending, but sick. Lee, why don't you speak good of the team when we play well? 1 second, mate. Stay there. Stay there, buddy. Everyone fire up the likes because we haven't got enough likes on this. Only 218 likes. You lot are a shambles today. Let me just get some positivity in the building because this guy doesn't think I speak good on the team when we win. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Right. Let's. Where is it? There it is. There's 1. Okay. So let me quickly click on that. Let me quickly click on that. Share. We'll put that into the chat. Cool. Arsenal 4, Leicester City 2. Happy Lee Gunner. Jesus was unreal. So yeah, there's 1. We'll put that in the chat. I'm going to put all the fan cams in that you obviously clearly missed, mate. Yeah. So there's 1. Check that video out. Then what I'll do is I'll come back out of that and we'll go to the game before. Crystal Palace 0, Arsenal 2. Most of these have had 30, 40, 50,000, 60,000 views, by the way. But yeah, I'm only getting views when we're negative. So there's the Crystal Palace fan cam for you, buddy. You can have a little look at that one as well. Because obviously you're desperate to see me being happy. I don't know why it affects your life so much. And then what we'll do is we'll go back a little bit further than the first 2 games of the season. And we'll go back to what a performance. Happy League on a fan cam after the 6-0. Oh, that's had 63,000 views. Why? I don't understand it. So maybe when you're a bit bored, mate, check out them 3 fan cams. Because you're desperate to see why don't you speak good on the team? Why does it affect your life, mate? I don't get it. Enjoy the Andalusian beaches. Thank you very much. I will. I'm going to go and sit around the pool today. I'm having a pool day today. So yeah, we dropped the Sevilla one in there. Come on, bro. In fact, actually, I'll tell you what I'll do as well because he's desperate to see happiness. So let me go to videos. Let me go to uploads. Why can't I do that? Sort by most popular. Here we go. So what I'll do is we'll go most popular. And where are we? Oh, there we go. There we go. 86,000 views on the FA Cup semi-final victory. Oh my gee. Against Manchester City. There we go. We'll copy that one. I could give you a whole catalogue, mate. Which is what my 4th highest viewed video, by the way. So you can have that one as well. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere because I've got another one to give you afterwards. The FA Cup final victory, which was the actual aim of Elite Sport, is to win the trophy. So we'll click on that one. You can watch that one as well. That one's had 83.7k views. Only get wins on my views when Arsenal lose. There you go. There's 5 fan cams you can have a look at later today, mate. Do you want to see some more positivity? Because we can drop in the Thomas Partey signs for Arsenal video, which is the 6th highest viewed on the video on the channel, and the FA Cup one that I just put in is the 5th highest. What about the Champions League final? PSG 0, Bayern Munich 0. 107,000 views on that, mate. Do you want to watch that one? I don't know. What about getting Fabrizio on the channel? 7th highest viewed video on the channel. Still no losses, by the way, at this point. Oh, there's a loss there. Then Bayern Munich, Barcelona. Do you want to watch that? Me and Troops chatting. Do you want to watch that? Oh, there's another loss there. So 2 losses in 10. Yeah. Unbelievable, really, isn't it? Mad. Anyway, let's do some other comment. I choose violence every day. I'm sick and tired of these little Muppets chatting shit, mate. Yeah, they chat absolute crap. Oh, be positive, be positive. Mate, these people are the most fragile beings on the planet. Oh, Lee Gunner's not positive about Arsenal. You absolute wet wipes. Why does it affect them so much what I say? I don't really get it. I got all the links. I appreciate the effort. Exactly. Just go and watch AFTV if he wants positivity, mate. It's fake positivity because they're all on the payroll. Yeah, paid actors, mate. So if you want to see that, then maybe go and watch that. If you actually want to see someone that knows their football club inside out, unlike most of them that go on that channel, then stay here. If you want to have an education lesson on the football club and on what the aim of elite sports is all about, mate, then stay here. If you don't, and you just want to see a bunch of begs all jumping up and down to get their viral clips so they can show all their friends, look, I got viral, then go and watch that instead, mate. But there we go. A lot of Australians in my chat today. Big up the Aussies. Come on, good day, mate. Good day to the Aussies. I'd love to come to Australia one day, but it's just way too long on an aeroplane, mate. I can't do it. Just can't do it. Plus the spiders, the snakes. Oh, nah, not for me. Spurs will win a trophy before us, and all Arteta fans will lose it again. They won't lose it, mate. They won't lose it. They'll just say, oh, well, if only won 1 trophy, that's now the same in the last 15 years that Arteta's done since he's been Arsenal manager. And Nicola Pepe, by the way, if Nicola Pepe ends up staying at this football club, watch all these fans, super fans, top gooners, all say, well, Mikel wants to keep him, so now he's going to do it. We're going to back Pepe now. Watch them all spin it if he stays at Arsenal. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Big up from South Africa. Big up to you, my guy. Your thoughts on the current team and Arteta's ongoing project? Not good enough on both fronts, if I'm honest. We've done nearly 400 million quid. We should be in a title challenge. It's as simple as that. If this was Man United spending 400 million quid, our fans would be sitting there laughing at them, saying you're not even in the top 4, let alone a title challenge. If this was any other football club that had done 400 million quid, that'd be the narrative. But because it's Arsenal and they all fancy Mikel Arteta and they fancy after players and he's got nice drip and he wears Prada and they've all got nice tats, it's just a comedy club. It really is. Love from Hungary. Big up to you, Kevin. Big up to you. But anyway, I'm going to wrap this up, people, in about 2 minutes. So make sure you are smashing the likes through the roof. Thoughts on Pedro Neto. Absolute baller. Would take him in a heartbeat. Absolutely love that kid, man. He is so sick. That is the type of project youth we should be buying. Not Gibraltar guard. Yeah, not all that sort of crap. That's the sort of talent we should be buying. He is class. And I know he's come off the back of an injury, but that boy is going to be a superstar in the future, man. What is he, 21, 22? Absolute top-class footballer in the making, mate. But unfortunately, we probably won't sign him. And we do have star boy there. So anyone who comes in is going to have to play second fiddle to him because we ain't dropping him, are we? The manager will never drop him. He plays him pretty much 90 minutes every week. And if he's playing well, he shouldn't be dropped anyway. So maybe move him to the left and move Neto to the right. But yeah, I like Pedro Neto, man. Top baller. Top baller. Come to Thailand one day. Definitely, bro. Definitely. Big up to Ben, English living in Oz. Come on, my guy. My auntie lived in Perth for years and I never went. Big up Del Boy, man. I'm good, bro. Sub to Del Boy. Sub to Del Boy. Well, I'm wrapping this up in 40 seconds. Anyone who hasn't smashed the likes up, do so now, people. Come. We're not even on 300 likes. There's still over 650 in the building. Average watch time on this, by the way, has been 14 minutes, 22 seconds. That's ridiculous. So big up to all of you lot. And thank you very much. I appreciate it. So yeah, man, smash up the likes. Big up to everybody who's watched on playback as well. And big up to everybody who's chucked a chat in, the super chatting as well. You can do that on playback, hitting the thanks option. You can write what you want. Just press the pencil and clear it and write what you want. But yeah, man. But anyway. We'll end on this. Aubameyang, the Gabonese Theo Walcott. Remember, Lee? Yeah, I remember tweeting that out. I do, mate. Yeah. What's your point? What's your point? Because I guarantee you're one of these little mugs that's sitting there saying he is now the Gabonese Theo Walcott. Now he's signing for Chelsea, isn't it? Funny how things go full circle, isn't it, Dre? Yeah, they forgot about Dre. You waster. Anyway, have a wonderful afternoon. I'm going to go and top up my tan and go and sit by the swimming pool for the rest of the day. So thank you very much to everybody who's joined, and big up to everybody. I may, if we obviously sign a player today or get rid of some players, I might do a video later and upload if that is the case. If there is no incomings or outgoings, I'll be back again tomorrow. But thank you very much to everybody who has come and joined live and on playback. We're out of it, people. Arteta, fuera. Adios, amigos.